Hello, I'm Jerry Rigged, and this is the Duskers Daily Challenge for February 11th, 2017. Looking at yesterday's leaderboard, I got pushed down to 15 out of scores of 710. Now, yesterday, I believe, when I finished, I was the last score of 710, but somebody else may have gotten pushed behind me, so I don't know how many people overall scored 710. I suspect it was more than 15. That said, probably a lot of people took 10 damage from the slime. And Marvin actually, in getting the getting a ship scan, managed to get 2 additional scrap, but also took 4 hits from slime, took 40 damage from slime, so it all balanced out. He ended up at 710 as well. Unfortunately, I don't see him on the list, but I do see Generic 64, the Dogwa, Lodestar 81, Burning Ass Taco, a Dusker, Chupaka, Clockwork Tower, Deno 416, Girthar, and Innocent. Congratulations on hitting the top 10. Yesterday's ship was fairly simple overall, so I'm sure a lot of people scored that 710. But looks Marvin may have been the only one to get this ship scan, or he may have taken slime damage in the process, or everyone may have taken slime damage in the process. So, let's go ahead and get into today's challenge. I will say beforehand, I discovered an interesting little trick. I don't know if most people know it, or if it's something that I'm just slow, and it's something that I'm just slow finding out, or if no one's heard it before. But apparently, I don't know if you push any button yet, but I accidentally hit enter the other day on the loading screen. Apparently, if you hit enter on the loading screen, it just jumps straight to the menu. There's no delay. So I always assumed there was a loading screen, but apparently there isn't. I don't mean this loading screen, I mean the game loading screen. Today we have motion and no upgrades. So very similar to yesterday. 2 infestation types on a salvage B. We only have 2 rooms going. Well, that's kind of good news. Did I already hear? I think I do hear Swarm. Honestly, I can only go into one room. I can only go into one room, and the only room I can go into has a vent. Wait. Oh. I thought something fell off. Hello. Holy crap. Survey. Let's go ahead and survey in here. Okay, excellent. I'm not going to open D4, or I'm not going to close D14. This actually has been extremely valuable for me. Nothing in here, but still valuable. Well, I know D6 is clear, so what I'm going to do... Let's go ahead and get what scrap I can. And this is actually kind of bad news. What kind of ship is this? Salvage B. Okay. Yep, I went the wrong way. The good news is there's no motion. I still am at a bad angle for my keyboard. I really want to get a new desk, and I just don't know what design to get. But if I do motion... Well, that's good and bad. Okay. Now, the only problem is... That means my generator is in R7. And I can't check any of those rooms. I need to think about this. D15 and D12 have a crazy high chance of having some kind of enemy. I can detect rooms 2, 4, 8, and 9. I can't open D11. And I might just have to leave it behind. The problem is, between the 3 rooms that are left are all the enemies. I keep thinking I hear swarm, and the problem is I can't deal with them. I've got... This is very unfortunate. I don't want to leave 4 scrap behind, but by the same token, I can't safely take it out. I can't move them into another room. If it's a leaper, it may not even move into another room. There's a lot that I don't know, and it's killing me in a way. I'm gonna have to leave it behind. I literally don't have a choice. If I could, well, even if I could clear one of those rooms, it wouldn't be very effective because I can't detect in those rooms. Like, the best I could do, and it would not work very well, I'll say that. The best I could do is open D12 and move from R3 to R2 and close D14. The problem is, if I tried to do that, I could very easily lose my generator drone. I'm gonna have to leave. There is no safe way to get into 12 or 15. The 4 scrap that are in there is not worth losing a drone. Especially because if I did, it would most likely be my generator drone. And even if I did push them into R3, I wouldn't be able to detect if they were in R3. And just opening D12 could draw something in from the next room quickly enough that I wouldn't be able to close it again. And by the same token, R7 is basically lost because I wouldn't be able to check it. I know it has the generator. It's the only room left that could have the generator. And it would be awesome if it had the generator and a terminal with defense. But I don't think so. The best I could do is try to pop the doors and see what's in there. I guess I'll risk that. I'll risk that. Yeah, I can't see far enough back to do that, actually. That could have gone bad. I'm just gonna have to leave it. I can't help but think that there's something else I can do. What am I forgetting? Oh, well that will not help. I just want to know where this is. Oh! That won't help at all. Okay, so that is the end of the run. There's no way I can really do anything else at that point. Thanks for making the decision for me, Duskers. Unfortunately, there's really nothing to be done. I don't know what the infestation types are, simply because I never got anything to move. Pretty sure... Pretty sure it's not Swarm. Pretty sure it's Sentry and Leaper. That doesn't make it any easier or nicer, though. I guess the only thing that I could have done differently, I could have checked D15 as well, but, again, just the act of opening the door for a second or two to see what's inside could have been enough to let her Leaper out. Especially in a small room like that, you can get close enough to the door that you can't close it. And at that point, you're not getting away. It will do 90 points of damage to whichever drone, and right now I have 2 drones that can't take that hit. Obviously, again, radiation has filled half the ship, or at least through the core of the ship, so there's nothing more that I'm doing anyway. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Total score, 880. Very nice. 17 scrap. Most of it from R3. 1 jump fuel. Very nice. Starting score of 520, and no drones, no drone upgrades, no ship upgrades. That's a lot of scrap, and again, most of that came from R3. I could have gotten 21, plus anything that was in R7, but I don't think there's any way that it could be done safely. There are probably people who have balls of steel that will check, what is it, R6, I'm assuming, and use D9 to move things between them, but I don't think that's going well. And so far, the stats play it out. I definitely got more than 3 scrap from that ship scan. So whatever happened with Dano and Innocent, they probably took serious damage. They may even have lost a drone. May have been able to recover it, but that's a strange... I mean, it's 3 scrap, but at the same time, I got that 3 scrap pretty easily. So I'm not sure. But if you got another... Well, no, there's no way there's that much scrap on the ship. Then maybe they didn't get ship scanned, but maybe they were able to get into the other rooms. Maybe that's the difference. Regardless, right now, 880 is the score to beat. I could have been a bit more bold with that, but my standard of play is always take no damage, leave in a better position than you started. And if I was playing the campaign, 17 scrap and 1 jump fuel would be nothing to sneeze at. I've lost 4 scrap from that run that I could have gotten. I could have had a score of 960. But I didn't take the risk, and given my resources, that risk was significant. So I stand by that score. I stand by that decision. So right now, 880 is the score to beat. If you haven't done your own run yet, good luck. The next time I recommend doing a blind run without leaderboards, without videos, and compare afterward. If you have done your run, leave a comment. I'd love to hear of your own experiences, whether you braved those last 3 rooms or got caught by the radiation, as some people did. Let me know how things went for you. I'd greatly appreciate it when people post comments and I'm able to compare my experiences with others. If you enjoyed the video, do please like, and have a good day.